Hey guys, what is up? It's Card Shuffler 99 here. Today, we're going to show you guys this really cool trick or effect, if you'd like to call it that. We're going to show you guys the simplest version or way you can do it today. And we'll also show you guys another way you can do it where it's a little more complicated and it's a cooler effect. So, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, and notification button. Let's go ahead and get into the trick. So, Adam, select any card you would like. Doesn't matter if I see it.
There we go.
Take your card, push it somewhere into the middle of the deck, and we'll push it in just like that. Adam, what we're going to do is we're going to give the deck a riffle shuffle. Just like that. What we're going to do is push the piles together, square them up. Adam, I'm going to ask you to come around here, lift up anywhere you'd like on the deck, and just place it over there.
Okay. Put it right there.
Perfect. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and complete the cut. Square this up first. Perfect. Just like that. So, Adam, here's what we're going to do. All we have to do here is just rotate the halves opposite directions, and we can show you one card comes out, and it's your card. The 2 of spades. That is the trick, guys. Let's go ahead learn how to do this. So there are many ways you can do this, and yeah, we're going to show you the simplest version, which is what I just said. That's the simplest version or way you can do it. And yeah, so step 1 is basically control the card to the bottom of the deck. So how you can do that, I'll show you guys quickly of what I did in the performance, and then I'll show you another quicker way. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I'll show you a couple other things you can do with this effect. So the way I did it is I took the selection, placed it somewhere into the middle, pushed it in on an angle. So I push straight down, the card comes out on an angle, and then with my fingers on the side, I grab it and I control it to the bottom like that. There's plenty of other ways you guys can control this card. Once again, I just take it, place it into the middle, push straight down on the card so it goes in like that. And then using all my fingers together, I just pull it out. I'm not going to get too in-depth. We do have a tutorial on this. So let's continue on from here. The other way you can do it, if you guys don't want to do that, it's fine. You can just push the card in, push down on the card, and then give the deck some cuts and just hold it, get a break under the card and control it to the top. And then do an overhand shuffle, just peeling off the top card first, controlling it to the bottom. And why not, one more option is pushing the card in, but pushing up on the card like that, cutting it directly to the bottom, and cutting the rest of the cards on top. So do whatever you guys want, but just make sure that you control the selection to the bottom of the deck. You can do some false cuts, you can do normal shuffles. Just make sure you get their selection to the bottom of the deck. That is the first step of what you guys can do. So anyway, guys, just get their card to the bottom of the deck, and that is the first step. Now what you're going to do from here, neatness is very important in this trick. So let's go ahead, let's do this. So you're going to split the piles into 2, or split the deck into 2 piles. Now, use a lot of pressure when you're doing this, so the piles are very neat. What you're going to do is you have to take notice of which pile you take off the top and which you're taking off the bottom. So just basically keep track of this bottom card. So when I do this, I know the bottom card is right here, the 2 of spades, which will be their selection every time. So I need to know exactly where that is. What you're going to do is you're going to start the riffle shuffle. When you start the riffle shuffle, I'm going to show you what I do first, is you have to riffle down their card first, just like that. From there, you have to riffle down a couple cards from the other pile, like that. And then it doesn't matter from there. You can shuffle the cards however you'd like. So all that has to happen is this. You need their card, and then some other cards from the other pile. It's fine if it's just one. If it's just separated by one card like this, like that, is fine right there. That's fine right there. If that card is right there, that's fine as long as this bottom card is isolated. So what can't happen is this. You can't have that right there. So you need this card to be, this bottom card, this selection, or else both of these cards will come out when you're doing the move. So you just need that card right there. So once again, I'll show you guys this one more time. Split the deck, keep track of the bottom. You're going to start the riffle, but start with that bottom card. You guys can see right there. Start with that, riffle some cards down from here, and then just finish the riffle. It doesn't matter how you end the riffle. Just get that one card isolated. From here, you're going to turn the cards into each other like that. Push them together. Make sure the cards are squared up. Now, here's what you have to do. You need to get their selection in the middle like that. So this is what has to happen. You have to get their selection directly in the middle of these shuffled piles, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. So you have the piles shuffled into each other. You're going to ask your spectator to lift up, place as many cards as they would like onto that pile over there. It doesn't matter how many cards. They can take 5, they can take 10. The more the merrier. If you want, they can take a couple more if they want. Doesn't matter. Just make sure they stay somewhat neat. From here, what you're going to do is you're going to say, I'm going to square the cards up. When you're doing this, you're going to pick it up from the side. So I know the bottom card is on this side. You're going to pick it up from the opposite side and move all of the cards over. So you can actually pick up the cards like this and move them over like that. And what that does is that brings the selection directly into the middle like that, and then you can cut the cards from there. So I'm going to go over this one more time. So you have the selected card on the bottom. You're going to give it the shuffle. So start with that card right there. Continue on. Make sure the piles are squared up perfectly like that. Don't push them too far into each other. Make sure they have, there's a like where they meet. It's like they're not too close together. So from here, you're going to cut as many cards as you would like. Doesn't matter exactly how many cards. Then you're going to take some cards from this pile, and you're going to pick it up, and you're going to move it over, just like that. So the card is now going into the middle of this pack. Complete the cut. Make sure everything. So after you complete the cut, what you're going to do is you're going to do this move. You're going to grab the deck, and you're not going to grab the deck on the ends, just like this. You're going to grab it closer to the center where the cards meet. And what's going to happen is you're going to push your hands opposite of each other. So one hand is going to be going up while the other hand goes down. And you're rotating hands like this. So what you're going to do is you're going to go start, rotate the cards, and you'll notice, you guys got to get a feel for this yourself. You'll rotate the cards, and it looks like this card is actually coming out from the middle of the deck. So you actually have to try this for yourself. It's a little harder to explain what it feels like, but once again, you're just rotating the piles in opposite directions. So what you're going to do from here is, that's the trick. Now we're going to show you other things you can do. So there's 2 other things you can do. You can actually do something known as a 4-ace production. So go ahead, you can find your 4 aces, and it's the same principle. So you get your 4 aces. Let's go ahead, we'll get them out. Doesn't matter how many cards. You can do this with as many cards as you would like. It doesn't matter exactly how many cards you do this with. So we'll do the 4 aces. So you have the 4 aces on the bottom. Now, it will be harder when you're doing it with more cards. So let me explain why. When you're doing it with more cards, you actually have to riffle every single card you're going to be doing down. So you start it off, you have the 4 aces on the bottom. You can take your time with this. You start your riffle, and you're just going to have to count 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, and then you're going to have to riffle it down from there. So it's going to be a little bit harder, and then you can still do the same exact thing. And then the other thing you guys can do is you can do a sandwich trick. So, for example, doesn't matter exactly what card you have. Let's say you have 2 kings or 2 queens, something along those lines. So let's just get the queens out. And you can just do a simple sandwich trick. So maybe you get their selection in between the 2 queens, and then you can simply double undercut the queens to the bottom of the deck, and then just do the same exact thing. So you grab half the deck, and then you just riffle down the 1, 2, 3 queens, and then continue from there. And then you can rotate the cards, and the queens with the selection in between them will come out. So those are 2 really cool effects you guys can do. So once again, 4-Ace Production or the sandwich. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. And yeah, Card Shuffler 99, peace out.